Welcome to the Sips and Smut podcast. This is the final day of our 12 days of Smutmas. I'm Maddie.
I'm Jordan. Woo. We finally made it through.
Eh, yeah, I know. And today we're talking about Bonded by Christmas by Gillian West. This one, this was my first Omegaverse book, which was shocking to me
Shocking to
that
me
it's
too.
taken me this long. I know, right? Like, I don't know why it's taken me this long to read one, but I'm into it. So, little backstory, our main female character is Lacey, and she is an unbonded um
Omega.
Omega. Thank you. And she works, I guess you could say clinic.
Eh,
I guess eh,
um,
I
that,
like sort of like a clinic, sort of like a
and how about an alpha therapy?
yes, I like that. So in this world, um unbonded alphas start to have that side of them like kind of take over their brain and they start to go feral. They call it the rot in
Hmm.
the book. So they start to lose themselves a little bit. Um, and then when they go feral, and then they can go rabid. And if you're
Hmm.
rabid, the only way to heal yourself is to bond a scent mate. So somebody that you're like actually compatible with. Um, but she works in this like therapy place um, for feral alphas who need her pheromones. So I guess that's the trade-off. Like omegas need alphas during their heat, and alphas need omegas pheromones just to keep them calm.
Hmm.
But
And
there's
go ahead.
not a lot of omegas.
Yeah, and I think I have read an enormous amount of different Omega verses, so I can speak to this that this is a rather unique take on this type of
Hmm.
situation because usually Omegas are rare. Yeah, that's a given in most of the different kinds of stories I've read, but this type of thing where the alpha doesn't have some sort of mate or someone already bonded with them that not necessarily has to be an Omega already, like a fated mate situation. So scent
Yeah,
mates is different. That's kind of wild. I was like, oh, this is a different take. And then how many alphas there are that don't have one was
yeah,
surprising. I was like, oh,
sucks for them.
I was like, so they're only using them. I was like, so they're not, so no one, like no one's really,
No one,
and
no
it,
one's
so
helping you
that,
out here, man.
man, that part threw me for a loop because I was like, surely you got to have somebody that could at
Right,
least
you
be
gotta
able
have
to.
somebody,
But I
but
think at the
no.
same time, I guess they're all alphas. I just,
Yeah,
it is an interesting twist because a lot of the alphas and a lot of different type of omegas and shifters and all that stuff, they're very like put together, controlled. Like they've got a lot of stuff figured out. Some of them are kind of nuts, but it has nothing really to do with the fact that they don't have a bond mate. It has everything to do with the fact
yeah,
something else is happening, like that's causing it.
yeah.
So this was a very different take. It was kind of nice actually. I like that we found all these different authors and different kind of takes on twists on
Same.
different types of genres, and this is one of them. Very surprised by it. Jillian West, good job. I will definitely be reading more of your stuff.
I
I
loved it. Yeah,
I really liked it. I liked that it was a wide choose with an age gap and stepbrother twist all at the same time. Like there were so many
yeah.
different tropes
There's a
here.
lot of different tropes in this one. And when you read like that, like technically this is a reverse harem. When you read those, I don't know about you, but I tend to gravitate towards one the most. And in this book, it was pretty equal between all three because they're so different. It's like each one of them brought something different to the table for her. And I really liked that.
Yeah, I agree. I really liked Grimm out of all of them the most.
I love Grimm. I love all of them, but I do love Grimm from the he is the first one that I know, I can't talk, that she meets at
So
work. And he's really feral. He's like borderline rabid.
so maybe we should do that. So it's Lacey, who's Omega, and then
Lacey,
it's Grimm, Callum, and Wilder.
Wilder.
Those are the three love
Yeah.
interests.
So Grimm is one of her patients at the therapy clinic. Cal is her neighbor who lives across the hall, and Wilder is her stepbrother. And they actually know each other. And the book gets into kind of how they know each other. But they have some plans.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
By but know
and
each
it's
other,
good.
she means like that Wilder knows Grimm and knows Callum.
And nose count. Yeah. So
So he,
the three men know
yeah.
each other and are kind of working on something in the background, and she's like blissfully unaware.
I mean, I would like that kind of surprise. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
I
Mm.
right. I was like, not mad about it.
Yeah, it
Especially the one
was
that keeps showing up with food.
right.
Yes.
Food, cuddles, yes, all of the above.
I, yes.
So obviously, it gets super spicy throughout this book. So there's continuous amount of that. I find it interesting that she didn't really have too much experience prior to these guys. Like she had experience with like cuddling and
Yeah.
touching because that's kind of her
Because
job.
the therapy thing, but like she's really pretty innocent otherwise.
Yeah. So
And you know
then
what?
it took a leap from innocence to not, though, I'd say.
Real quick,
Yeah.
really, really, really quick. But I think that one thing I want to touch on too is yes, this is Omegaverse. Like you were talking about, there's so many different tropes, but it's also mafia romance. So like there's so many things in this one book that you would look at that and be like, there is no way that this is well done in this like this many pages for the number of tropes that you have,
Hmm.
and you would be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like
She
they
does a
just
phenomenal job.
work.
It the pacing also is good. It's not like overly
Yes.
fast pacing where you're like, wait, what just happened? And it's
Yes.
nothing like that, but it's not like slow pacing where you're like, OMG,
You're like, oh my God, we make
what
out
are
already.
what are we doing here? I thought we only have like 100 something pages left. Come on now, get
Hmm.
together. Like you, it's not like that. So
No,
that I feel like
the
the
pacing was
pacing
great.
was very, very good. And that's what
Yeah.
helped create the story, the atmosphere, and you can get lost in all the different things that are going on.
I gotta say, I want to read more Omegaverse stuff now because of like the courting gifts. Like they just bring her slippers and nice jammies and like
Like
I
like I
want
s-
presents.
like I said, different kind of worlds. So not every Megaverse thing is like that. There is some of them that do
Okay.
courting. Some of them try real hard to win the girl, and she's just stubborn. This is like nah. Um, but
Deuces.
yeah, but there's other ones where it's like a genuine enemies, lovers, back to enemies situation too. Like there's different ones like that.
Ooh. I
So
gotta
the
explore that one more because it's my probably least, well, considering this is the first book, it's the least like one I'm experienced with, I guess I'll say.
I feel
I don't know
like
how to word that. You know what I
we've
mean?
really broadened your horizons to a lot of different stuff because you haven't read this one
You
before.
have, I'm a creature of habit.
And then monsters.
So it's not that like I don't want to branch out. It's just that, when you're in things or like algorithms and whatnot, and you like a specific thing, you get more of that.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
true.
I don't get a lot of like this other stuff. And I need to broaden my algorithms.
It broaden your reading horizons is really what it
Yes,
is. So
it is.
there's because there is fantasy, which is really good, but it usually those are really thick books, and that's a lot of world building involved, which I do love. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to like this kind of stuff, where it's like you kind of
You
have a
need like a
base.
nice quick read that's not if there's angst, but it's not like heavy angst and world building like those ones.
Hmm. Well, I like that because it is your first kind of book with this type of world. I think she did a great job of setting that up for you because for me, I already was like, I'm already aware of most of this. This is not too much for me
Yeah.
to pick up on and move on and kept reading. Whereas for you, you're having to like read and kind of understand. I'm like, oh, okay.
It took me a minute at the beginning because I read through where she was talking about, okay, this is what this means if you're new to the Omegaverse. And I like read that. I actually read that through a couple of times
Hmm.
because I was like, I'm gonna have to make this make sense in my brain.
Yeah, and each one can be pretty different. And some of them,
Yeah.
sometimes it can kind of get kind of depressing depending on which ones you read. But there's a lot of that out there. There's a
Well,
lot of
I know who to
fan
go to
fiction.
if I need recommendations now.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot of
know a
the
gal.
in or two because well, no, I don't think even our other friend, I don't think she's really read as much as I have on it. I think I introduced, yeah, no, I introduced her to some of this. That's right.
I think you're kind of the one that broadens everybody's reading horizons.
Yeah, I guess so. I never really thought of it that way until you're in the
You
last
are,
few
and it's
months.
great.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different stories. There's some really good authors that have a really good job with world building and continuing that kind
Yeah,
of journey of Omega and alphas and different kinds of situations. So I can recommend them to you. But
yeah. Well, the
this
Spice
book,
Beast spicing with Omegaverse.
oh yeah, almost I don't think there hasn't ever been one without spice, honestly.
It's
Maybe
kind
a
of their
slow burn.
thing, right?
Well, yeah, it's kind of in an Omegaverse in general, it's kind of paramount to have that because of
Yeah, it's the like
Omega.
anatomy.
Yeah, well, the Omega and being like the basic, their mates. Usually, it's like their
Hmm.
fated mate, not the scent mate, like they
Yeah.
in this story, but it's like a fated mate situation. And there may be some other factors like an underlying power or some other thing that is a twist.
Well,
And
you could sign me up for that.
yeah, so it's usually something along those lines. But I like that she had three different guys. They're all sent mates, and they've been working on this for a
Yeah.
while. And it's still interesting that they've been working on it like they were aware, like she's it. She was just unaware about it all the time. I just found
I
that
think
kind of
it was,
interesting.
I liked that. So it was Wilder she met first
And her
at her
stepbrother.
mom's, her stepbrother. She met him at her mom's wedding or
Mm-hmm.
his dad's wedding, their parents' wedding. Um, and they had no idea who the other one was, but they're kind of like they're like the more intense match.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a set match, and I can't remember what the other one's called, but there's like a step up.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, um, the person like it's supposed to smell like a storm or like something, and they smell it immediately, and then he's like he goes up to her and he's like, "How you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
And fine,
Then finds out
and
that's
he
his
was like,
stepsister.
"Ah,"
Yeah.
and then just walks away,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Okay,
Okay.
bye."
Yeah.
And she doesn't like really see him again, but he starts getting these plans because she was 17 at the time. And I think that was part of it too, where he was like, a baby.
Well, that and I'm sure it was like a bunch of different things at once. Like,
There's
oh
a
my
there's a
gosh,
few different things. Yeah.
oh my dad's marrying your mom and we're gonna be step siblings, but we're also matches. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
and you're not of age yet. Like it's a whole there was a bunch like
There's
back.
a whole lot of stuff. I did like the way it was explained that it's not uncommon for step siblings to be scent matches.
Mm,
Because it's like, it's your biology. Like if your parents match, you probably are very similar.
mm-hmm,
And that made a lot of sense to me. And that kind of it makes it's not icky. Like how sometimes the step sibling thing can be kind of icky. This one's not at all.
I don't think it's icky. You really need to read what is it? Little Stranger. That
Okay.
that will after you read that, really anything with step siblings won't be icky. So uh,
All
it's a
right, text
great
that to me. I'll
it's a
add it.
great book. I'm just throwing that out there. But that anytime like we read something like this, and I'm like, that doesn't really gross me out. If they were real siblings, that would be a problem. That would be like, nope,
That'd be
not.
weird.
That would be
Yep,
really
that'd be
strange.
a no thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Moving on. Not this book. Um, but yeah, no, step siblings,
Yeah, it's not weird.
not
And they didn't
not an
grow up
icky.
together either, so it's not
No,
weird.
yeah.
But I liked how all three of them were morally gray in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that very interesting because we love a morally gray man.
We do. But my favorite is
Hmm.
Grim because he was morally gray, but like a big burly bear.
He's
He
such a cuddle bear,
yes, and he genuinely was just like so concerned about her, and he's like this big, massive, fighting kind of
dude.
guy. And I just in my head, he's handsome, he's gorgeous, he's also older than her
Yeah.
by a little bit, but he's like
Yeah, he's
built.
he's I think the oldest one of them.
He's a
He kind
freaking,
of reminded me of like a big old mountain man lumberjack bear
but that can
man.
fight. Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks like he's lifted weights all his life, like just
Who's like jacked.
yeah.
I've not read one romance book where the guy has a dad bod, so
True. I mean, fair. That's yeah. So it's just having that visual in my head, and then he's just like the sweetest man.
he's
But when only
so
when it comes,
nice.
but only when it comes to her, really, not so much anything else. Like the dudes, he's like, f off. I don't want y'all. I don't want you around me. But
Yeah.
his well, except his friends, Caleb and Wilder. But
Yeah.
uh,
But like everybody else, he's like a super introvert. And
Yeah.
like the people he lets in, it seems like he's very selective about who he lets in. And so to
It's
be in that group, you get to see that like really kind of soft side.
And I think there was, I'm thinking it was this, it was Grimm. Yeah, it was Grimm. There was a scene where he wouldn't even really talk to anybody. He would only talk to her. And I just thought that was the
Yes,
best.
that was
That's one of my
grim.
favorite bits. I was like,
I
ah,
liked that.
they were like talking to him and he's like, and then she'd ask him something
Yep.
and he would answer her. Like he would actually talk to her. I was like, ah,
Yeah, because he normally like grunts and stuff. He's not a conversationalist.
yeah, very
But
minimal
he'll talk
talker.
to her.
Yeah, he'll talk to her. He'll check in on
Yeah,
her all
he'll
day,
talk
every
to
day.
her. That's
But
okay. He has other talents.
I love that though. I love that he was so obsessed with her like that and just wanted to take care of her.
Yeah,
And I like that she accepted him more. Like she readily accepted him a lot quicker than the other two, it seemed like. I mean, she did,
yeah.
but I like that that was the first one, like the ease in
But and
to
that was like he had been her patient for like a couple of months, and she had been into him,
from the get-go.
from the get-go, and she was genuinely worried about him. Like
Mm-hmm.
he only came in once a week,
Mm-hmm.
and she tried to tell him like you need to come in a few times a week for your own therapy. Like
You got problems, man.
you're got issues, you're getting very close to being rabid. Like let me help you.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked how she was like, look, if it's a cost issue, we'll work something out. Like she just genuinely cared about him.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
you could
because
tell that from the beginning.
But I also feel like that's because of their connection. And she just wasn't aware of that because it's,
Yeah.
this is not something that you're ready for in general, just as a person out in the world. It doesn't click all the time like, oh, this could be more than just what this is. Like this, I'm a helping him situation.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's kind of like a patient therapy, but not, I would say it's more,
It's more it's a much more intimate thing. It's they're so she's not having sex with them in this
it's,
therapy,
it's
but they're
intimacy.
cuddling. It's yeah, so they need the pheromones. It is skintimacy. Like so
I don't know if that's a
they're
word, but I just made it
cuddling.
up.
We're making it up. We're going with it. I like it.
Yeah.
Um, but like there's a bed in the room. They cuddle. She's in PJs all day. I
Mhm.
mean, honestly, to get paid to cuddle with people all day,
I'm
I could sign up for
to
that.
be cuddling with alphas. There's a
But
difference.
yes, yes. There are people that I'd be like, no, thank you.
No, thanks.
No,
Yeah.
thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
Um, but I liked that. I liked that they had that connection from the get-go. And she was thinking about him before they even had their like sessions or whatever you want to call it. I
Hmm.
remember that first one where the guy's like, "Oh, I think you need to have him restrained." And she was like, "No, I know who it is. He's not going to hurt me." Like she was so trusting of him,
Hmm.
even though he was so close to like
Losing
going
it.
over that edge. Yeah,
But I think that's a great thing. Like because it's good pacing, but it's still a bit faster because this is only 290 something pages.
something like that.
There's,
Yeah, I think like
it's not,
293, something like that. It's not a
yeah,
real long one,
but
but it
it's not,
packs a punch.
yeah, there's a lot going on. So I like that there was at least some backstory. Like this is not just like a jump in situation where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
they've known each other to a certain degree. There's been some building of a familiarity. It's not just like, hey, like not a straight smut
Hey.
situation, which I do like. I'd like those two, but
Yeah.
I do appreciate that there's more story and it's
Yeah.
not just like,
This one is
what?
like a whole well-rounded one. Like there's a good plot, there's a good story, the pacing's good, the spice is good. Like it's just a solid book.
It really is. And I just like that we found it. I like that we found her,
Yeah.
I just got to make sure because there's another one that has the last name West, Jade West. So now I'm like Jillian West.
Yeah,
Now I just got
two different Wests, but
so we're
both smutty authors
and
that we
both
love.
very good writers.
Yeah.
So I
This one has
definitely.
been this 12 days of Smutmas has been fun because we have really kind of focused more on like yes, we had some mainstream authors, but like mostly indie authors. And that's been really nice because that's the stuff you and I like, the hidden gems, the diamond in the roughs that should be hyped more that aren't.
Hmm. Yeah,
I love
I'm
those.
excited to find more, and I keep finding them. Man,
I know you
our
do.
our reading list is so long.
It's so long.
But
And
we'll keep doing the episodes on these. So,
yeah, I'm not mad about it. I'll keep reading. Oh, bummer. We have to read a lot of books,
oh
Jordan. Oh,
no, oh
what a
shucks.
shame.
Oh,
Hmm.
What would you say on a rating scale for spicy? What would you say?
Spicy, I would say like a 4.
I would say that too.
Yeah,
Because it does, I mean, when it does spice, it spices.
its spice is really good. It's not like filthy. It's
No.
good spice. It's
Yeah.
not like filthy smut. It's
No.
good. Yeah.
It'll rev your engines and it'll
Yes,
hit
it
you
will.
the key points that you want. But I would say, yeah, four. Four I would go with. Now
What do you think for writing?
the writing I would give a higher rating. I would say 4.5. I was actually impressed with how
I was gonna
different
say
it
like
was.
4.5, 4.6. I am too. I liked the pace of it and I liked how much content there was in in like it's just not a short book, but like a shorter book. It's not a long book.
It's a
There's just
short,
so much that happens in it, and
yeah,
I feel like it was all covered very well.
I agree. I think the other part of this, it's like it's the way that Jillian wrote the the storyline and the world building very quickly, but it made
Yeah.
sense and it wasn't
Yes.
so far out there. You're like, eh, you know.
You're like, what is happening? Yeah.
I mean, I think I had to pause at one point just to kind of remind myself, like, this is a different kind of a mega place. What is this again? And then do some rereading real quick. But
Yeah.
for the most part, it was really nice to read something different about that type of world, and I really really liked it. And I'm very very excited that we found her.
Me
Definitely gonna
too.
add
It
more of
really,
her
we
books on
need
my
to
list.
add more of her stuff for sure because it was really good, very good writing.
100%.
So I'm excited. We've got so many new authors
Mm-hmm.
for 2026. I'm really excited about. I think we might end up taking a little bit of a break because of
Yeah.
Christmas and holidays and whatnot, but I am very excited for what we have planned for 2026. And we've got some surprises in store
Yes,
that
we
I'm really
do.
excited about.
Same. I'm very
Very
excited about it.
excited.
And
I know I can't wait till we can
we'll touch on that in a little
put some
bit
stuff on there.
in a
So
different,
stay tuned in a
yeah,
different one because we don't
yeah,
want to give too much away, but just know that there's some really fun stuff in the
coming.
works and
Yeah,
you're gonna want to stay tuned. So if you haven't subscribed yet,
you should for
you should
2026.
you don't I mean, yeah, just so you know when the new stuff comes out
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of stuff for 2026 that you're gonna want to
Yeah. Yeah.
check out.
TBD. More to come on that. But
Yes,
yes, so Jillian West, Bonded by Christmas,
fantastic
Megaverse,
book.
Why Choose, very spicy. Highly recommend this book. Highly recommend the author.
Same.
Definitely check out her stuff. And on that note, guys, thank you so much
Yeah.
and Merry Christmas. Merry
Merry
Smutmas.
Christmas, Merry Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Merry
Yep.
Smutmas.
Yes.
Really, I think that's the holiday we can all get behind. Merry Smutmas and a Happy New
100%.
Year.
Yes, 100%. Happy New Year. On to new books.
Yes. New Year, new
Bye.
books.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.